One gunshot changed the world forever. A single moment in 1914 triggered a war that killed millions, shattered empires, and reshaped history. This is how World War I began. The year is 1914. A world of empires, ambition, and pride stands moments away from destruction. What began as a single gunshot in a quiet European city would ignite the deadliest conflict the world had ever seen. This is the story of World War I. A war of trenches, gas, tanks, and millions of shattered lives. Welcome to Part 1. Before the Great War, the world was changing rapidly. Cities were growing, industries expanding, science reaching new heights. Europe was powerful, rich, and proud. But beneath the progress, tensions simmered. Alliances formed like loaded guns, waiting for someone to pull the trigger. On one side stood the Triple Entente: Britain, France, and Russia. On the other, the Central Powers led by Germany, Austria-Hungary, and later the Ottoman Empire. Each nation armed itself for a war they claimed they did not want, but secretly prepared for. European empires spanned across Africa and Asia. Britain ruled the seas, France controlled vast territories, Germany wanted more. Competition turned into distrust. Every colony gained felt like a loss to someone else. Armies grew bigger. Warships doubled. Factories produced rifles, artillery shells, and uniforms at record speed. Peace remained only a word. Preparation told a different story. People believed in their nations like religion. Young men dreamed of glory. Leaders spoke of honor and destiny. National pride became fuel, and overconfidence became dangerous. In the Balkans, ethnic tensions burned like fire under dry leaves. Serbs, Austrians, Ottomans each claimed history, land, and power. One spark there could ignite all of Europe. And it did. On June 28, 1914, Archduke Franz Ferdinand visited Sarajevo. His arrival was meant to calm the region. Instead, fate had a darker plan. A young nationalist named Gavrilo Princip fired 2 shots. The Archduke and his wife were killed. The world gasped. But no one knew those bullets would write history in blood.
Austria-Hungary blamed Serbia, issuing harsh demands.
Serbia agreed to many, but not all. Austria declared war. Diplomacy failed, war machinery awakened. Russia moved to support Serbia. Germany warned them to stop, they did not. Germany declared war on Russia. Alliances activated like dominoes. Germany declared war on France. Europe was no longer negotiating, it was marching to war. Germany launched the Schlieffen Plan, a fast strike through Belgium to capture Paris. Belgium resisted fiercely, slowing the German advance. Britain, outraged by the invasion of neutral Belgium, entered the war. By late 1914, German troops reached northern France. Battles were brutal, casualties heavy. No quick victory. No easy retreat. Soldiers dug deep trenches stretching hundreds of miles. Mud, rats, disease, life in the trenches was hell on earth. Weeks felt like years. Men died for a few yards of ground. Machine guns mowed down entire battalions. Artillery shook the ground day and night. Poison gas burned lungs and blinded men. War had become a nightmare of steel and smoke. By winter, both sides were exhausted. Front lines barely moved. Millions fought, thousands died, and nothing changed. The world realized this war would not be short. This was only the beginning. In Part 2, we enter the darkest years of the war. Mass offensives, trench horrors, new nations joining, and the struggle for survival. The Great War has only begun.